so it's me, Kiani, and here is one of my most requested videos today, and as you can see, I'm starting it out with hair. Woohoo! We're actually going to start with damp hair today. This is going to be a hair and makeup quick tutorial, so come along for the ride with me. I'm using my Cantu leave-in conditioner. I actually love this conditioner. It is, I usually just apply it to completely saturated hair. My hair is somewhat still damp, and then I'm going to use a large deluxe amount of my Curl Construct. This is by Garnier, and I think mixing these two products together, it really allows my curls to really set. And as you can see, I'm just kind of using a finger curl method. Don't worry about the hair being saturated. As it dries, the hair will actually, really recreate its shape, but I'm just giving it a little bit of help using my fingers. And since I did use my fingers, I'm using a little bit of alcohol to get all that residue off my hands. This product right here, I'm using a new product by Estee Lauder. More to come on that. I'm actually going to use that before I move into my moisturizer, and as you can see, it gives me this most amazing glow to my skin. Definitely stay tuned for that, guys. I'm using my Resilience Lift moisturizer, but I'm going to give you some more full tutorials on the skincare. But we're going to move into the foundation stuff, and as you can see, I've mixed two colors. My main shade is going to be the Infallible, and the shade was actually a little too light, so I actually pulled a little bit of my Covergirl Stay Luminous, and that shade was Soft Sable, and I'm just mixing those two colors. But as you can tell, I forgot to go in and do my concealer, and no girls, we can't have that. I'm using my BenNye Pro palette, and I used one of the salmon colors just to kind of use it as a concealer. I didn't want to have a lot of brightness to my face. I just really wanted to kind of conceal a little bit of the darkness that came into the insert of my eye. And hello everybody, this is Mr. Urchella. He's making his morning debut with, he was really making a morning debut. But of course we have to get back to the makeup magic now, and I have a damp Real Technique sponge, and I am using my Mercier brightening powder. And I'm just popping that all along the areas that I use those two processes. And of course, we need to move into that Cover FX pretty quickly and contour out those cheek areas, around the forehead, the nose, underneath the neck, all of the places that you love to contour. And obviously, as you could tell, I use my brightening powder underneath the eye area, and everything else is very wet. This allows me to move in and blend this cream contour very seamlessly. And now here you have the finalized step of the contour. We're going to move into using my NYX contouring palette, and everywhere that it was wet contour, I'm going back to set the contour with a powder. This is, some people would think it's a lot of work, but this is how I actually can get almost 24 hours out of my makeup, guys. Never do I ever wear it that long, but I don't ever have to worry about touching my makeup up. And then I'm going to blend in all of the contour using my banana powder. I always suggest you're going into spring, it's warm, you're going into summer, it's hot. Of course, the more you set it and do it in steps, the more lifelike the makeup is going to look, and the more longevity you're going to have on the makeup. And then I'm going to have to use my Fair Trade Coffee. This is my favorite contouring product by WetNWild. It has such a rich, bronzy, pinky glow to the skin. It does rival a lot of the Urban Decay bronzers, and let me tell you guys, I've compared them, and I need to do that video for you guys, because just the contour and the blend of the gold and a little bit of the pink, it gives the most amazingness on the cheeks. But of course, I've already started doing brows, and I know you guys want to hear more about that. There's going to be a video link in the down bar to give you more detail on brow creation. Next, I'm actually going to move directly into my Lorac. Hello, Miss Chloe. We're going to move directly into my my Lorac product that's just kind of a shadow stay. And then, of course, the eyeshadows are going to be Beigley. That's the shade. It's kind of a really matted, maybe more like a sateen shimmer. And, of course, my camera cut out. But, of course, to start to create my wing, I was using my NYX liquid eyeliner. I'm absolutely in love with this eyeliner. But I always like to use kind of almost a matte shade on the lid, because it really gives this product a little bit more holdability until it has time to dry. And you'll kind of see, I don't think anyone is actually perfect doing the first wing, the first step perfectly. I always go in with a concealer and just kind of clean that area up and give it time to dry, and then I'll go back in and reinitiate more of the liner if I have to. And now I'm actually going to move into, well, of course, I've already done a little bit of my mascara. We're going to pop on some lashes, and you can really see how that wing is really coming together. But this eye right here always gives me problem. I mean, I know everyone has that one eye, and that one is mine, but I went back in and just really build up that liner so you can have your wings perfect. And this color right here, you guys, if you're wondering, that's Unicorn by Anastacia Beverly Hills, and I'm wearing the Unicorn with the blue velvet. Oh, beautiful. I am such a fan of purples and blues, but this color here just screams spring. It screams summer as long as you blend it out. And of course, there's a very minimum fallout, so I'm just grabbing a brush and buffing a little bit more of that banana powder in that area, because obviously that's going to be all the brightness that I want. And of course, you're going to grab your 217 brush and blend it out, or whichever brush you like to blend with. But I really wanted to make sure there were no harsh lines on this eye look. So I'm just blending with a clean brush. Of course, this is one of my Taupe lipsticks, and I'll leave the color in the down bar. I didn't want to, disturb the look with too much color, so I just kind of used a little bit of a matte gloss or a nude gloss and popped a little bit of my Milani lip gloss on there. And of course, again, I will leave the link in the down bar for the color that I use. And of course, this hair is not saturated as much as it was when I first put the product on it. You see, I'm not using a diffuser. I'm just kind of pulling those curls back up to kind of really show the shape of the cut, and not a whole lot of heat. I'm just really wanting the product to dry at this point. The hair is predominantly dry, but I'm really wanting to sculpt the hair up. And I'm not getting the hair all the way dry. That is one of the main things. You don't want to kind of keep fooling with it to where you're going to get frizz in the hair. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes that I used to make when I was trying to, wear my hair in its natural state. I allowed the hair to grow and expand and dry on its own. And you can see what the back looks like. The back obviously is shorter than the front, so it's already dry. And there you have the finalized look. Let's just throw in a little bit of earrings, clean out that insert, and again, the finalized look. I'm hoping you guys will follow me on Instagram at love_Kiani. I have daily beauty tips, as well as if you have not subscribed to my channel, click the link in the down bar. It's free. And until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hugs and kisses. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.